Do you know what is really happening in Colombia? This is the truth. On April 28, 2021, people were called to protest against the new tax reform, something everyone has the right to do. But how can things not get out of control when these protests are powered by violent groups and left-wing politicians whose main goal is to take over the country through violence? Senator Gustavo Petro, with the help of Venezuela's President Nicolás Maduro and narco-terrorist groups, have taken advantage of the situation and have organized these premeditated urban terrorist attacks, paying people to go to the streets, to terrorize and vandalize the cities, hiding their actions behind the protest. They justified in a reform whose substitution has already been accepted by President Duque. They are taking advantage of people's ignorance, making them believe this violence is justifiable in order to find their so-called equality. Now, they are turning the world to look at Colombia, making everybody believe state authorities are using excessive violence. Let's not fool ourselves. This is not a peaceful strike. Why can't state authorities defend us? Let's be clear about one thing. Violence is illegitimate, force is legitimate. Force is exercised by authorities of the state. Violence is exercised by the people who decided to start burning buildings and public transportation from day one. Don't come and tell me police have exercised excessive power. You have tried to put on fire policemen. You have attacked us first, and now we need state authorities to take control. To those destroying our country, spreading messages of hate against our public authorities, fomenting more violence behind your screen. To those ignorants, the discourse of these politicians who are encouraging you or influencing you without you even knowing is go and fight for your rights, don't let them beat you. Do it so you can find new opportunities, free education for all. Do it to find peace. But do you really believe this can be achieved by destroying your city? By going out into the street and destroying the places of commerce that generate the economy of your country? By destroying schools? Destroying public transportation? You do not demand rights by committing crimes. You do not demand work by preventing others from working. You do not demand opportunities by destroying the efforts of others. You do not demand peace by resorting to violence. Or do you believe things turned out good for Venezuela once the same actions by the same left-wing politicians were put into place? Where are they now? They are taking advantage of you.
Increíble. El dueño mínimo.
And now you call for international help, telling the world how state authorities are killing you. But why don't you tell them how terrorism is protected by these protests, or how you are destroying your own country? How you're stealing from stores? You claim state authorities are violating your rights, but why don't you tell them how you are violating our rights? You have destroyed and robbed critical infrastructure for the country, like public transportation, supermarkets, banks, local stores, and bakeries. You have caused small-scale businesses who offer jobs to close and go bankrupt, hence leaving thousands of people without jobs, fomenting the increase of unemployment. You have hindered people's mobility, kidnapping us in our homes, preventing students from going to school, preventing people from going to work. You have locked up people who live on a day-to-day basis, preventing them from going out to look for food for their families. You have threatened workers. If they open their businesses, you will burn their facilities. You have blocked the main roads of our country, interrupting food supplies from reaching the cities. You have caused the farmers' hard-earned crops to go damaged before they can even sell it. You have let millions of animals die rather than allow them to be fed. You have blocked the passage of medical supplies regardless of whether people with serious illnesses may require urgent treatment. You have blocked streets and stolen from civilians. You have prevented oxygen tanks from reaching critical COVID-19 patients. And you think you have the right to ask for empathy? You ask international outlets to defend you? You ask for respect, but you don't even know how to respect your country. Authorities are protecting us. You are killing, ruining, and destroying us.